Hello, 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 beautiful business-minded people! Ito ba ang dialogue natin? Hindi ko mahabol ang mga pangarap ko dahil busy ako sa pamilya ko. O kaya, paano naman ang mga sarili kong pangarap kung lagi kong inuunang asawa at saka anak ko? Ang hirap pala ng kasama ng partner ko sa business. Hindi kami magkaintindihan lalo na pagdating sa pera. Ganito ba ang dialogue natin? Now, how many times have we said these words to ourselves? Tinitingnan mo ba ang mga matagumpay na mag-asawa at iniisip na imposible para sa inyong mag-asawa ang sabay na magtagumpay? But what if I told you that with the right partnership, couples can actually help each other reach their dreams faster? So, welcome po sa ating Facebook Live mga anak, and today is Tuesday again and we will have another episode of Meet My Friends series. So, napaka-exciting po today, no? I'm so excited to have all of you here today. And if you are on Facebook, please feel free to share this live interview with your friends, ha? Click nyo lang yung share. The link is actually in our chat box sa Zoom at saka sa Facebook. Let us share this para we can build a community of business-minded Pinoys like you. Alright, so thank you very much. Dahil marami tayong first-timers, please allow me to give a short intro, okay? Yan. Ako po ay si Mami Negosyo, but like my coaching clients, students, and mentees, you can call me Mami N for short. Together with my husband, I am a retired business owner na ng maraming mga businesses. And usually, madaming nagtatanong, ano bang business ninyo, Mami N? Well, among them, we were franchisees of Chowking for 18 long years sa Zamboanga City. And we were also the licensees of STI College sa Zamboanga for 28 years. Meron din po kaming naging mga computer repair shops, pension houses, at saka hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin kaming mga jewelry stores down in Mindanao. Now, dahil retired na kami mag-asawa, naipasa na po namin ang aming mga negosyo sa aming mga anak. And ngayon, nagfo-focus na lang ako sa pagiging author, online business mentor, coach, speaker, and a course and content creator. Ang mission ko po is to help and guide Filipino women business owners at saka mga lalaki din. Actually, karamihan ngayon ng aking clients ay couples. So, what I do is I help couples to grow their businesses together more easily and fast and quicker, okay? Kaya po meron tayong mga free videos, mga programs na tulad nito because what makes me happy is sharing with you all the lessons that I've learned in my 40 plus years as a businesswoman. Para hindi nyo na pagdaanan yung mga balde-balding luha na pinagdaanan ko, yung mga hardships, and I'd like to share all of those lessons with you. So if you would like to be among the first to access these mga lessons, I invite you to subscribe to our free newsletter and starter kit, allowing us to continue to learn from each other. Yan, no? So you can sign up dyan sa maminegosyo.com, no? maminegosyo.com for free resources. Yan, nandyan na, no? Okay, so madami po tayong mga freebies sa maminegosyo.com, no? So if you are interested, please sign up there. Now, today, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay something na many married entrepreneurs wonder about. Yung iba naman, kahit na hindi married, as long as they are together in the business, they also wonder about these questions, no? And the question is, how can couples support each other's dreams while building a life together? Kung minsan, iisa lang ang ating pangarap tulad naming mag-asawa, isa lang, and that is business, no? Our businesses, na maging successful sa negosyo. Pero for some couples, they have separate dreams. So whether you have a shared dream or separate dreams, we would like to talk about that. Ito kasi yung pinakamalaking, or if not, one of the biggest challenges for married entrepreneurs and even entrepreneurs who are together, who are couples. How to balance personal goals, family responsibilities, tapos at the same time, kung paano nating susuportahan yung ambitions ng ating partners. Kaya earlier this year, kukwento ko lang ng konti ang background nito, no? I had the privilege of being one of the speakers at the Take-Off Summit ng Lorus Enterprises. And it was a blessing na etong couple na to, sila yung hosts ng event. At dahil ako ay speaker, so there was a need for us to have a preliminary call para magkakilala kami even before the event. And doon ko sila na-meet, no? Doon ko sila nakilala. Actually, si Val, I met him already because he was a facilitator of one of the events that I have attended. But for for Kath, it was my first time. So, na-meet ko sila. You see, actually, no, napabilib nila ako dun sa event na yon. Kasi mahirap sa mag-asawa na magkasama sa isang negosyo. Lalo na yung pag-host ng isang event. Dahil madaming mga last-minute changes na nakaka-stress. Nandoon ka na sa taas ng stage, tapos meron pang mga changes. Paano kayong mag-uusap? Pero nakayanan nila yan. At wala akong nakita ni minsan na nagsimangot sila. Kaya bilib na bilib talaga ako. No? 3 straight days yan, ha? Nakangiti lang silang dalawa at maayos na maayos yung program. And this is why I invited them to be with us para matuto tayo. Alam niyo naman etong Tuesdays na ating event na Facebook Live at saka yung ating mga Zoom events, this is my avenue so that I can ask questions and learn from experts like them. Kaya, without further ado, allow me to welcome my new amazing friends, Val and Kathy Domingo. Nandyan na sila. Yay!
Awesome. Thank you, Mommy Ann, and belated happy birthday po. Thank you so much for having us together with all the audience, all the people who are listening right now. Thank you so much for having us.
We're actually honored and privileged to be here, and of course, makipagkwentuhan na naman sa iyo, Mami Ann, di ba? Na-miss namin to, medyo mahaba-habang panahon yung last time na nakapagkwentuhan tayo.
Correct.
Thank you for having us.
Oo nga, February pa yun, no? So, Val and Kathy, the honor is all mine. And thank you for saying yes to this opportunity today. So, marami akong questions. Nakahanda ako ng maraming questions para matuto sa inyo. Alright, so ako, kakapalang mukha ko, I will start my question. So, Val and Kathy, let's start with your story. Can you share with our viewers kung paano kayong, syempre, love story ninyo, paano kayong nag-meet, ano yung mga early struggles ninyo as a couple, lahat naman tayo meron yan, and ano yung naging trigger at nag-decide kayo na, okay, let's just support each other sa mga dreams at aspirations ng bawat isa. Yan. Marites moments kami ngayon.
Sige, maraming salamat sa question mo, Mami Ann, and actually, na-mention na rin namin yung aming love story sa podcast namin, no? And siguro for the purpose lang of our conversation today, para lang mabigyan ng background yung mga audience natin. Yung relationship namin actually nagsimula nung nasa church pa kami. At that time, I was turning 30 and Kathy was turning 23 at that time. And ako kasi, meron akong agreement kay Lord. Sabi ko na, Lord, dapat meron akong mapapangasawa pagdating ko na, or bago ako maging 30. And God has actually graciously and generously given Kathy as a beloved gift bago dumating yung 30 years old ko. So, I actually proposed to her family first, bago sa kanya. Kasi yung church namin, hindi kami yung church na ina-allow yung relationship ng boyfriend and girlfriend, ganyan. So, diretso na ako na nag-propose sa family ni Kathy, particularly sa father niya. And willingly naman pumayag yung father niya na makasal kami that year, 2002.
Short engagement.
Yeah, it was actually a short engagement. And siguro pagdating dun sa struggles, dahil nga sa hindi kami masyadong mahaba yung engagement namin at saka yung quote-unquote boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, it's really more on the building relationship side yung naging struggle namin. Number one, pwedeng yung cultural difference at saka family difference namin. Kasi I'm basically Tagalog and si Kathy was from Cebu. So, syempre, ang daming mga dyan, di ba? Mga mindsets, mga belief systems, the way of upbringing, na kailangang i-marry.
The way you talk.
Yan. So, syempre, ang mga Bulakenyo, di ba, malambing. Tapos, yung mga taga Cebu, sobrang tigas ng salita. So, minsan, nagkakaroon kami ng mga dyan, mga disagreements, ng conflict, na, uy, galit ka ba sa akin? Syempre, ako sanay. 30 years growing up in malambing, matahimik, na set up sa family. Tapos, biglang ganun yung pamamaraan ng pagsasalita. Syempre, wala ding po at opo. So, sometimes I felt na, am I being respected in the relationship? The good thing about it is, of course, since galing kami sa church, we consider our relationship as very much founded in faith. So, whatever difference or whatever challenges na pinagdadaanan namin, isama na natin dyan yung finances dun sa mga challenges, Mami Ann. Kasi yun nga, I'm actually a volunteer sa church. I handle the admin side of the church. So, syempre, allowance basis lang. Tapos, si Kathy at that time was newly grad and at the same time, kakapasok lang yata niya sa trabaho niya sa isang government agency. So, hindi pa ganun kalaki yung kinikita namin and we're really challenged in terms of making both ends meet. Ang maganda nito, kasi when we were in the church, lagi sa aming sinasabi nung pastor namin na money should be the least of all your worries in terms of your relationship. Ang pinaka-importante is nag-agree kayo and you know that your relationship is really founded on Christ. So, yun yung kumbaga parang isa sa malaking factor sa amin kung bakit kahit na meron kami mga struggles and challenges in all aspects of our relationship, lalo-lalo na nagsisimula kami, it was easy for us to support one another.
Yeah.
In fact, during that time, yun nga, since ako nasa church, tapos siya employed, nagsisimula sa employment, nag-agree kami so that we can further build our relationship together. Nag-agree kami na magsimula ng maliit na negosyo. Knowing Kathy na galing siya sa Cebu, nagbebenta kami ng mga danggit, dried mangoes, tapos kung ano yung mga items for export na po pwedeng maangkat namin sa Cebu, dali namin sa Manila, ibinebenta namin yun dun sa mga kakilala namin sa church. So doon nagsimula yon, Mami N, na kami mismo nag-decide na, sige, let's find a common ground so that we can support each other's dreams. At the same time, magkaroon tayo ng mindset that we are on the same team. So, from the very beginning, in spite and despite of the struggles and challenges, ang mindset na namin, same team tayong dalawaga. So, that's one of the things na nakapagpatagal din sa amin for the past 22 years.
Wow!
And
22 years na, ha? Kabilis, ha?
Yes.
Okay, so I am hearing cultural differences, no? Lalo na, totoo yan, yung walang po at saka opo, masakit talaga sa tenga pag sanay tayo na merong mga ganon. And we really have to adjust, right? So yes, and money struggles, those are really the most common struggles. Ang daming nagkakahiwalay dahil sa kaperahan. Pero what I saw in you was that because you have a very strong faith, yung sa church na church life, kaya yung same team, I love that term, no? So yung mga, for the rest who are watching us, please write that down, no? Same team. Hindi tayo magkaaway, hindi tayo magkakontra. We're on the same side. So, and what's nice is you found business as a common ground. Nagulat lang ako, bakit kailangan may common ground? Ano ba talaga, no? Ano yung mga biggest challenge ninyo as a couple? Because you had different goals, individual goals. Meron ba kayong individual goals talaga na separate from the business?
Thank you, Mami N. When we actually got married, we decided to go back to Cebu. And when we decided to go to Cebu, we started from scratch talaga, Mami N. So from the get-go, somehow nag-agree kami na we'll get to know each other for, like the first part of our marriage, date each other. Like parang hindi kami nag 8 to 5 kind of job. We somehow, kumuha kami ng tutorial job. Siya, math, ako, English, para konti lang yung time to work and then do some mga side hustle to have income. So somehow, from the start pa talaga, we agreed na first part ng marriage namin, especially getting to know each other, we will not do separate things. Alam mo yun? Kumbaga, agree kami na yung goal namin is really to strengthen the foundation of our relationship. So, for young couples out there, especially since, diba, right now, most of the time, young couples, meron ng work. So, parang nagkakaroon siya ng ganong klase ng challenge on which path to take. With us kasi, it was really agreed upon in the first place na yung pinaka-priority namin, especially when we got married, was to strengthen our relationship, to build connections, get to know each other, and, like 1 year kami parang nag-honeymoon kami for 1 year. So, somehow, yun yung naging, namin, alignment in terms of our goals as a married couple.
Yan. So, in the beginning, what I'm hearing is wala pa kayong separate goals. Talagang one goal lang.
Yes,
That
one
is
goal.
what works.
Yep.
Oo. Okay. So, but then, we were talking about different goals for couples. At what point kayo nagkaroon ng different goals? At doon sa mga couples nga na nag-argue dahil meron silang iba-ibang priorities, kayang advice ninyo kung sino dapat na mauna? Kaninong dream ang dapat na mauna?
Yeah, thank you, Mami N, dun sa question na yan. Of course, the pressure and the back was on me because ako yung lalaki in the relationship. No? At first, syempre, knowing that I'm the elder in the relationship, 30 years old ako, 23 years old siya, I really have to take the responsibility in providing for the family. Kaya initially, nung paglipat namin dun sa Cebu, and we were on the process of really building a family, trying to conceive a child child during the first 1 to 2 years of our marriage, ako talaga yung naghanap ng paraan kung paano makaka-provide sa family. Even to the point na kahit challenge sa akin yung language barrier. Kasi syempre, nung lumipat kami ng Cebu, karamihan ng mga tao dun, Cebuano ang pakikipag-usap nila. So, I really have to learn how to speak Cebuano. However, sa totoo lang, Mami N, when we actually decided to go into our relationship as a married couple, kahit na meron akong desire to actually work on my own goals and my own dreams, it's always anchored dun sa family. Kung ano yung magiging benefit nito dun sa family namin. Kaya kami, syempre, nag-usap kami na since we are establishing a family, o sige, ako na lang muna yung magtatrabaho, ako na lang muna yung gagawa nito. And at the same time, si Kathy was also exploring other opportunities na po pwede niyang gawin while nasa bahay siya. O kaya naman, yun nga, nagsimula din kaming mag-take on ng subcontractorship sa isang export company. Nangungulekta kami ng mga glossy brochures. Tapos, ginagawa namin yung pang-export na mga folded swans and folded pineapple at saka mga bowls na in-export sa Hawaii. So, during that time, masasabi ko talaga na na hindi talaga hiwalay yung intention namin to create life for the family. Lahat ng ginagawa namin, it's always concentrated and directed and intended for the benefit of the entire family. Would you like to add?
Yeah, nagkaroon lang kami ng somehow parang struggle in terms of maybe like different goals. Kasi somehow, di ba, syempre nung may baby na kami, first child, and then Val was always out of the house, ganyan, naghahanap ng trabaho and everything. And there was one point during our second child na he also went abroad. Short stint lang naman, parang 6 months, ganyan. So imagine the feeling of, like taking care of 2 kids and really being at home alone with the family. That was a struggle. Even if we had like, parang we had an agreement na, sige, ikaw muna, financially ikaw, ako muna yung magte-take care sa mga bata. That was challenging also for me as a woman. Iniisip ko, nag-aral naman ako. I graduated from UP Diliman and parang sabi ko, parang pwede naman ako magtrabaho. Pwede naman ako maghanap ng, some sort of source of income. But when we had our first child, his name is Uno, we thought na hindi, first child natin to, kailangan alagaan talaga natin. So somehow we agreed na hindi, ako talaga mag-aalaga. 2 years na parang ako talaga yung primary caregiver sa kanya. And so, nung dumating na yung point na sabi ko, hindi ko na kaya, I really want to have my own work na. So, even if nung nandun na si Val sa US, sabi ko, gusto ko talaga na I have my own job. So, mas happy ako na nakakalabas ako. Okay lang talaga sa akin na kaka-provide ka sa akin. Pero I also want to have my own identity as a woman. And we had that conversation and agree naman siya. And I was so happy, even when I was still, like conceiving my second baby, I was really, really happy. That's why yung second baby namin, Mami N, just to let you know, Isabel Felicity. Felicity is, another form of joy and happiness because I was really happy that I was able to go out of the house, do what I want, and explore my own identity. Yun po.
Yan, no? Yan ang issue sa mga kababaihan ngayon. Talagang we would want to have our own identity. Hindi lang naman ngayon. Kahit na nung panahon pa namin, we want to have our own identity. So, I'd like to ask Val, hindi ka ba na-off dyan sa, ano ba tong babaeng to at nagpo-provide naman ako ng mabuti na bakit pa kailangan niyang merong sariling identity? Yan. What were you thinking at that point?
Being a supportive by nature sa aking behavioral matrix, Mami N.
Okay.
Nung sinabi niya sa akin yun, naintindihan ko. Kasi imaginein mo naman, Mami N, di ba? 23 years old siya at that time. Kakagraduate pa lang niya. Tapos nagsisimula pa lang siya ng corporate career niya sa government before. Tapos biglang pinitas ko na kaagad. And she was very, very devoted as a mother, as a wife for the past 2 years, right after we got married. Tapos nung sinabi niya sa akin yon na gusto niyang magtrabaho, at the same time, ang objective niya is makatulong din na mag-augment yung family income namin, I just listened with an open ear and an open heart. So, alam ko naman na hindi niya yung gagawin for selfish reasons. That's why, sabi ko, sige, let's try it out. In fact, there was a time na parang naging naging magkaiba yung schedule namin.
Yeah.
Ako nagtatrabaho sa gabi as a junior trainer for a BPO company in Cebu. Tapos siya, pang umaga naman siya. And we were able to find somehow or agree kung ano yung magiging setup namin sa family. Because that's very important na i-communicate mo kung ano yung gusto mo clearly dun sa partner mo para walang gray areas. So ako, I just willingly accepted that and sabi ko naman na, sige, total kaya naman ang budget natin, pwede na tayong kumuha ng mag-aalaga sa mga anak natin. And at that time, our eldest was already going to preschool.
Yes.
So half of the day, nandoon na siya sa school, tapos isa na lang yung babantayan nung taga-alaga nung baby namin. So sabi ko, I think we can manage that. Ang importante lang sa atin is that at the end of the day, at the end of the week, pag-usapan natin kung ano yung mga experience natin separately dun sa kanya-kanyang mga ginagawa natin so that we can also get updated dun sa mga challenges and even yung mga wins natin dun sa mga pinagtatrabaho natin so that ano pa rin, kumbaga in alignment pa rin tayo dun sa direksyon natin pagdating dun sa family life na.
Yan, thank you so much. Yes. So what I'm hearing from you is that yung being supportive, kahit na lalaki ka, pero hindi ibig sabihin na kung gusto ng babae na magkaroon ng sariling direksyon sa kanyang career, ay you take it negatively because you see it also from her perspective. Yung kanyang dahil pa siya and all. So, before communicating, I think what is more important is being supportive, having that looking at things from the other's perspective. Okay? So, narinig ko rin sa iyo, Val, you talked about communicating clearly kung ano yung mga expectation. Hindi yung ikaw na lang bahalang mag-isip kung ano yung ina-feel ko. Kailangan i-express natin kung ano dapat talaga. Kung ano yung ramdaman ko at pag-uusap natin. And one of the strategies that I picked up is yung talking about how is your day at the end of the day. Kumusta yung araw mo and all. So you're updating each other about the life of the other one as he or she sees it. Okay?
Yes.
Meron pa bang ibang communication strategies na nag-work para sa inyo?
Over the years, Mommy N, it's really about growing together Yung somehow, yung growth ko as an individual is not dependent on Val. And somehow, going back to identity, going back to your own self-worth. As a mom, as a woman, I found my way to really grow myself by reading books, attending mga seminars natin, diba? Mga personal development seminars, so that when we come together, it's not so much on, I need you for me to be happy, but really finding our way to be powerful as an individual so that when we come together, like mas maganda yung usapan na hindi siya masyadong into this is what I want because this will make me happy, but it's really more like having clear communicated expectations, especially with us, Mami N, medyo hindi naman kakaiba pero it's really updated yung way namin of relating with each other. For example, just to let you know guys, mothers, mommies, hindi po ako magaling magluto, So, aming dalawa, mas magaling siya. Ako marunong ako, basic. But, with Val, gourmet. Ganong level.
Wow.
Early on in our marriage, parang I was really trying to cook for him because his mom, ang galing-galing magluto, etc., etc. So, I was, I was boxed in that societal role na, dapat yung wife, dapat yung mom, magaling magluto and everything. And, nahirapan po ako. So, nung eventually na-realize ko, parang hindi ko kaya to. Ang magaling ako mag-organize. Magaling ako mag-order. Magaling ako mag-grocery. Since nag-grocery na ako at hindi ako magaling magluto, pwede ba ikaw na magluto? 'Di ba? O since magaling ako maglaba, ikaw na mamlansya. Parang ganon. I mean, examples lang. So, of course, hindi na namin masyadong ginagawa yung mga household chores nowadays. We have house angels to do that. But, may ganong level of understanding, communicating clearly expectations na hindi siya yung, dahil expected ka kasi babae ka, ikaw yung wife, dapat ikaw yung gumawa nito. Another example, Mami N, ito, pagpapack ng bag, lalo na pag nagta-travel. Some mommies or some wives, not that it's wrong, sila talaga yung nag-i-empake para sa husband nila, diba? And the husbands love that. With us, kanya-kanya, diba? May sarili siyang maleta, may sarili akong maleta. Why? Hindi ko alam kung ano gusto niya, diba? Dati, I shop for him, clothes for, even mga intimate, mga underwear, mga ganyan. ako bumibili, pero eventually I realized meron siyang gusto na baka kahit ako yung bumili, baka hindi lang din niya susuotin, 'di ba? So, hindi na siya naging source of conflict
Yeah.
between us kasi nagkaroon na kami ng understanding to that point na okay, you have your own likes, you have your own dislikes, you have things that you want to do on your own, and sometimes I also want to do things on my own, but when we do it together, it's also enjoyable. So, may ganun na kaming understanding, Mami Ann.
Yeah, to add to that lang, Mami En, no, siguro we understand also each other's roles to play. And umabot din kami dun sa point in our relationship, of course, aside from communicating all of these things, nakita rin namin kung paano nagka-come into play yung aming strengths and weaknesses. In fact, when we entered into another venture, siguro mga 12 years ago, isa yun sa mga napag-agrihan namin na ganito, kasi instead na maging source ng conflict para sa atin na napapansin mo kung ano yung mga hindi ko kayang gawin, tapos napapansin ko rin kung ano yung mga hindi mo kayang gawin, why not we marry our strengths and also support each other in each other's weaknesses? So, we learned how to work around that para wala talagang confusion. So, ito yung, ang strength mo is mag-set up ng appointment. Ang strength ko is to close deals. For example lang, ha? So, siya ang nagsiset ng appointment for me, and then when the appointment is set, ako yung salita ng salita hanggang sa ma-close yung deal. Weakness ko kasi yun, sa totoo lang, yung pag-set ng appointment, even yung follow-through. So, siya yung gumagawa nun for our business. And
Yeah.
then, the rest, up until taking care of our clients, ako naman yung nag-handle nun. So, it's basically understanding that each one has a role to play, and at the same time, how can we support each other dun sa strength and weaknesses natin?
And no, I love that, no? Societal roles, meron niya, no? Dapat ang babae ganito, ang lalaki ganyan. Pero in your case, you were not boxed in by societal roles. Kasi what you use as a yardstick are the strengths and the weaknesses of each one. Kaya nag-work, right? At saka, ang nagustuhan ko rin yung sinabi ni Kat na dapat kahit na babae ka, meron kang sarili mong identity at ang self-worth mo ay hindi nakadependent sa kung ano yung sasabihin ng or iniisip ng asawa mo, dahil ang happiness mo hindi rin nakadepende kung gusto niyang maging masaya ka or hindi, no? Otherwise you'll be clinging and dependent, no? Or else you will be demanding also kasi sa kanya mo inaasa lahat eh. So I hope yung mga viewers natin, you're getting some ideas on how to make your relationships work better. All right? Okay, so all right. My next question is, kung minsan yung mga sa mag-asawa or sa mag-partner, no, dahil kanya-kanya silang mga pangarap, sometimes one feels that ay sobrang laki naman, no, ng iyong pangarap o kaya napaka-unrealistic naman, no. So how do you think can couples encourage each other para pwede tayong mag-dream, mangarap ng mangarap kahit na napakalaki without getting discouraged or without getting to be impractical? What do you think?
Magandang usapan yan kasi nga, 'di ba? If you're going to pursue a dream, yung iba kasi sinusukat sobrang laki o kaya naman masyadong madaling ma-achieve. Kami ni Kathy, we were blessed na parang we came off in the same mindset. Kasi doon sa church namin, karamihan mga nasa network marketing industry. And alam naman natin kapag ka nasa ganyang klase ng industry, naniniwala yan na ang mga dreams natin posible talagang gawin. No matter how big or seemingly unrealistic it is, all things are possible. Idagdag mo pa dyan yung faith that we have in the church, di ba?
Yep.
Sa ating unlimited, limitless God na pinaniniwalaan natin. All things are possible talaga. It's just a matter of time and of course, kung kailan ka ba ready to receive, as long as you know na you are always feeling good, because when you feel good, alam naman natin that God is good all the time, di ba? So, sa amin kasi ni Kathy, when we started, even if marami kaming mga challenges financially, we actually share the same mindset of having ambitious goals para sa family namin. Kahit na nagsisimula kami, we started with a very humble beginning. Gumagawa kami, Mami En, ng vision board. Tapos, nagsusulat kami ng mga journals about the things that we want to have in life. Even yung family namin, kasama yan dun sa mga journal namin before. And every time that we actually have that kind of visioning, journaling, we also pray for it together. Na with our faith and of course, kung magkakaroon kami ng motivation and inspired action to do it, definitely, we will do it together. Ang paniniwala kasi namin is no dream dream is too big or too unrealistic as long as hindi mako-compromise yung values, yung principles natin as a married couple. So, in terms of that, kumbaga, very supportive kami to each other's dream. Meron pa kaming mga times na nagve-virtual reality kami, Mami N. Ibig sabihin yan, kine-create namin sa conversation namin yung mga lugar na gusto naming mapuntahan kahit hindi pa kami nakakapunta doon. So, as if it's already happening now.
Between the two of us, Mami N, itong si Val yung mahilig maganyan, no? There was a time and we went to Manila, tapos nag-post siya ng picture, sabi niya, oh, I just landed in Canada. Tapos, lo and behold, parang ilang months after, may nag-invite sa kanya, all expenses paid in Canada, ganyan. So, parang dati, pag nagsasalita si Val about all of these things, parang ang immediate reaction is negative. Parang, ha? Posible ba yun? Parang ganyan, di ba? Kasi nga, wala talaga kami, when we were starting, wala talaga kaming source of income na stable, what we can say na business, na hinand down ng family. Wala. We really started with our own, kumbaga, hard work and all of those things, no? So, pag nag-start na siya maganyan, parang dati, ano yan, binablock ko, ha? Sure ka? Kaya ba yan? Ganyan. But eventually, when we, again, grew together and then nag-dream big together and then isa-isa nag-manifest into reality yung mga dreams namin of travels, of having our own home, we began to see how God was really faithful in our lives and how it can be possible kahit how big it is, you know. It's just a matter of time. Ganyan talaga yung manifestation, yung belief namin around that. Example, yung US and Canada trip namin recently. We only dreamed about it last year. One of our friends from Canada came home and he kept on saying, oh, punta kayo Canada, punta kayo Canada. And you know how much the travel, going to the US, going to Canada, you know. And then, lo and behold, may dumating na opportunity to travel to the US and we decided, okay, punta tayo ng Canada, and we were there as if parang grabe, sobrang abundant tong experience. So, it was like another evidence again na posible pala siya. Hindi pala siya, dahil Canada, for some, parang ang hirap. Dati, nung kumuha siya ng visa ng Canada, it was so hard, na-deny pa siya, ganyan. Ang US, diba? Tapos biglang ngayon, ang ETA for Canada, magbabayad ka na lang $7 and you're already there. You can already go there. So, para sa amin, no better time to really dream big, and the possibilities are endless in terms of abundance, in terms of how you can really live a very good life.
Yeah, the key there, Mami N, and to all our viewers here is really to be one in terms of dreaming. Yung tipong i-share mo talaga kung ano yung mga dreams mo. Of course, dapat grounded yan na para sa family. Hindi po pwedeng nagdi-dream ka, meron
Para
kang
sa'yo
partner, tapos nagdi-dream ka para sa iyo lang.
Yeah.
Diyan talaga magkakaroon ng conflict,
Yeah.
magkakaroon ng pagre-resist siguro
Yeah.
yung isang partner. But
Yeah.
what for us, we just stay grounded na okay, this is my dream for the entire family. So, I hope that you will get it from my point of view. Ma-appreciate mo kung ano yung sinishare ko sa'yo. And then, yun nga, sabi ko na dapat ano pa rin siya, anchored pa rin siya to what truly matters, which is our love for the family. That's why meron tayong mga ganitong klase ng big dreams and sometimes unrealistic, di ba, ang dating niya sa ibang tao.
Yeah,
that's it.
thank you for that, no? I'm hearing the word together.
Yeah.
You pray together, growing together, dream big together. At siguro together din ang inyong vision board, hindi kanya-kanya, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Ang vision board para sa family. At ayan, no dream is too big, sabi mo nga, no? At ang limit lang ng dream ay kung kapag nako-compromise na yung mga values.
Okay.
And therefore, what I'm seeing is para sa mag-asawa or dun sa mga gustong maging mag-asawa, you better clarify muna kung ano yung values ng isa't isa. Mahirap na yung nandun kayo tapos
Correct.
iba-iba pala kayo ng values, right?
Tama.
Oo. Tapos, I like this
Yes.
also. Virtual reality. Pinag-uusapan as if mangyayari na at nangyari nga. Wow, ang galing, no? So, I'm sure our viewers will find all of those encouragement strategies very helpful. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, you mentioned visualization as a key part, yung virtual reality, no? As a key part of your journey. So, can you share with us a simple visualization exercise that you can do together as a couple para ma-align yung dreams ng isang couple? Can you help us with that?
Yeah, we actually practice daily meditation. And this is not a woo-woo thing. It's really just being silent and getting in touch and be present with your breath. And as you continue to do that, you actually just allow yourself to be in that space of relaxation. And one of the things that we also do during this meditation is to imagine our lives together, the perfect picture, no, of what we want to happen 3 to 5 years from now. Usually, ganun kami. And one of the things that you can imagine is really being able to see clearly specific things that you want to happen in your life. Whether it's health, gusto mo energetic ka, kahit ilang taon ka, you have that perfect energy that you can do all things in perfect health. And then in terms of relationship, that you are surrounded with, a lot of people loving you and supporting you, clients for life, like things that you really want to happen in terms of your relationship. In terms of wealth, how abundant your life is. Where do you live? Which school yung mga anak mo pupunta? Where do you send your kids to school? The travels that you want to go together. Ini-imagine namin, Mami Ann, especially with my kids, gusto nila yung places na may snow. No? So, ini-imagine namin naglalaro kami sa snow, di ba? And the feeling there is really getting you excited to do it. And most of all, of course, life purpose. What can we do to contribute to the world? How can we give back using our talent, our skills, like that? So, when we do that, we are very conscious and intentional with the kind of life that we want. And ang pinaka-importante is the feeling of you accomplishing that. Kahit nakaupo ka, nasa room ka, but your mind, ito yung sinasabi na virtual reality na kahit hindi pa nangyayari, feeling mo nangyayari na siya here and now. And the feeling of being able to achieve that, ano yung feeling? It goes back to the feeling. It's not about just, attracting it. It's really vibrating it. And so, when we come out of that meditation, we feel so good and so inspired to get out of the bed and to work. So that's how we do it, the visualization process. We do it in the morning, right after we wake up. Usually, we wake up very early, like 4 or 5 a.m. to make sure na hindi pa gising yung mga bata so that we can, just focus on our meditation together. And sobrang silent pa ng mundo. Hindi pa nagluluto si ate sa baba o hindi mo pa naaamoy yung garlic rice or tocino. And then, sa gabi, ito yung maganda, no? Sa gabi, that particular day na nag-meditate ka rin, sa gabi nun, dapat bago ka matulog, 10 minutes before you sleep, you also get into a space of gratitude. Like, what happened during the day? What steps did you do in accomplishing, getting towards that dream life you want to happen? And letting go of the baggages, yung forgiveness, clearing all the negative energy. Para pagtulog mo, ang sarap. And then, the following day, ganun ulit. So, every day, that's a practice that we've been doing and it really, really works, no? Because somehow, doon nag-manifest yung mga dreams that we have crafted together during our meditation. Anything you want to add?
Sabi
ko na lahat.
And that's perfect. Magandang tip na yan kasi yan naman talaga yung nag-work sa amin, Mami Ann. Back to you, Mami Ann.
So, okay, thank you for that. What I got was the meditation, no? At hindi lang basta meditation, visualization pa right after you wake up while it's still quiet, all right? Nagagawa ko ito, pero yung 10 minutes before sleeping, knockout na ako niyan. So, I keep forgetting, but I will remember. Thank you for this, no? 10 minutes before sleeping, saying thank you for everything that happened today and then clearing yung forgiveness, no? Kung meron pa mang mga unforgiveness na nangyari and focusing also everything sa na-visualize in the morning to where we would like to go, what we would like to achieve based on our vision board. Diba?
Yeah,
Ang ganda.
right.
Sige, I'll remember to do that. Tonight. Yan. Sige. So, mas maganda yung nangangako tayo kasi talagang napapako tayo. Otherwise, we forget, di ba?
Tama.
Yan. So, I'd like to go to financials naman. Kasi sabi ko nga, yan yung
Love
number
that.
one reason kung bakit nag-aaway, nagkakahiwalay yung pamilya.
Mm.
Lalo na dun sa mga merong mga nakikisawsaw na in-laws, di ba? Na parang, kailangan kong suportahan yung aking kamag-anak sa kabila. Bakit ikaw ganon? Ba't ako hindi? Yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
How can you advise couples to better manage their money together?
Mami N, kahit anong aspeto ng buhay, pamilya, or buhay mag-asawa, ang pinaka-importante talaga na mag-work is yung communication. Especially pagdating sa finances. Sa amin, ang practice namin is pinag-uusapan talaga namin yan. Once or twice a week, meron kaming ginagawang sit-down session ni Kathy. Ang tawag namin dyan is Money Date. Kung saan...
Money date?
Money Date.
Yeah.
Date, I love that.
So, kung saan ang pinag-uusapan lang namin dyan, lahat ng patungkol sa finances ng family namin. Di ba usually sa conventional na family, ang nakalakihan ko, kasi usually yung mother lang ang nagpapasa ng bigat ng pagmamanage ng pera. Di ba? Yung pagpasok nung binibigay ni tatay, tapos siya yung magbabudget, ultimo 5, wala na palang 5 ngayon. Ultimo piso, isinusulat niya, di ba? Ina-account niya. Tapos pagka yung medyo nauubos na, siya rin yung nag-iisip kung paano i-augment yung income na yun. Or magre-report siya kay husband kapag yung patapos na. It helps to actually talk regularly about what's going on with the financial situation of the family. And in our case, kapag ginawa namin yan, nakakapagtulungan kami in terms of finding solutions kung paano namin i-bridge yung current gap namin pagdating dun sa finances. So, pareho kami nag-iisip kung paano natin dadagdagan yung income ngayon, ano bang mga racket ang pwede natin gawin, pwede ba natin itong gawin together or pwede tayong pwede tayong mag-separate ng lakad para ma-leverage natin each other's time. So, that's number 1. Importante na pinag-uusapan patungkol sa pera. Second is, of course, agreement din between the couples or the partners. Are you going to have a joint or separate account? Some families, nagwo-work sa kanila na separate yung account nila. Kasi, yun nga, syempre, yung isa, career person. Tapos, ganun din yung isa. They've learned how to manage their own finances and somehow, parang malaking adjustment para sa kanila na gawin kaagad siya na joint account. So, nagwo-work sa kanila na toka-toka lang sila dun sa finances para sa bahay. Pero sa amin, what work is, nag-agree kami that we put everything in our own family account. Tapos, dun lang kami mag-allocate galing dun para dun sa mga specific needs and wants ng buong family. And siguro, in connection din, pagdating dun sa communication, dapat mapag-usapan din kung sino ba yung pwedeng gawing financial manager para dun sa family. Kasi baka mamaya, mas strength nung isa yung madetalyeng paraan kung paano iti-trace or ita-track or i-handle yung financial life, mas maganda na dun na sa expert. Now, what will work here is dapat kapag ka nag-agree kayo kung sino yung magiging financial manager, there's gonna be trust involved sa bawat isa. Hindi po pwedeng inassign mo na yung isa as a financial manager tapos every now and then check ka ng check sa kanya, di ba? Pinagdududahan mo kung saan pumunta yung pera. It's very important na there's a whole lot of trust dun sa tao na inassign. Kung halimbawa, inassign nyo talaga yan. And then, papasok ngayon yung parang check and balance during the money talks or money dates na gagawin ninyo regularly. Would you like to add?
Another way to also help couples or families, na-mention mo kasi Mami Ann kanina, yung paano kung may manghiram na relative or in-laws, di ba? And syempre, Filipino families, ganun din, di ba? May mga ganyang klaseng mga situations, sandwich generation, we help our parents, like in terms of finances. So, to help us with that, especially because we are licensed financial planners, we also know how to allocate our finances. So, we have a separate budget or separate fund for giving, para pangbigay, pang charity, pang donate. So, sometimes, pag kunwari may manghiram or we need to give, meron kaming fund doon, Mami N. Tapos pag kunwari, this month, nagpunta yung isang person, tapos wala na talaga, wala na kaming pwedeng ibigay. So, we have that allocation for donation, for charitable, giving. And kung wala nang budget for that, hindi kami kumukuha sa necessity fund namin because we know ang priority namin yung family. And sometimes when I give to my parents or Val wants to give something to nanay, sinasabi niya talaga sa akin, oy ga, binigyan ko ng ganito si nanay. Sasabihan ko rin siya, ga, birthday ni papa, bibigyan ko siya ng ganito. So, para walang loose ends and hindi siya nagugulat na may ganong klaseng, binigyan ko pala yung parents ko. Ganun siya.
Yan. Wow, thank you for that, no? I really love how that yung mga approach ninyo to family finances, how it makes a lot of sense. No, yung money date, this is the first time I heard that. Talagang merong money date na nakaset aside para pag-usapan talaga yung pera kasi otherwise, di ba, we avoid the topic, we keep on avoiding the topic hanggang lumalaki na yung gulo. And I love it that both of you are looking for solutions to address yung problema, no? O whether joint or separate account, depende na sa couple, no? You would not advise anything kasi depende talaga yan, no? And I also love the idea of yung allocation. Dapat may trust sa bawat isa, kaya lang meron talagang budget na naagrihan at naka-allocate para hindi siya pag-aawayan. Okay, so I'd like to go to my last question dahil masyado na akong madaming tinanong. Sa ating mga viewers na gustong matuto, kasi it seems that you have so many tips for us and kulang ang isang oras para pag-usapan natin to. So can you tell us about yung mga resources na ino-offer mo through probably your podcast or social media channels? Can you please tell us, orient us about it?
Sige, Mami Ann, thank you for the opportunity. In fact, ang gusto-gusto talaga naming pinopromote is yung podcast namin, which, by the way, hindi lang siya nasa Spotify. Ina-upload na rin namin siya ngayon sa YouTube. And dito sa podcast shows namin, we talk about better relationships, which is, we know that it's gonna be the foundation of all family setup, no? Basically, pagdating sa better relationships, lagi namin itong mini-mention kanina. It's all about growing together. Of course, kami, we support each other's growth personally, professionally, and yan yung mga tips na binibigay namin doon. And of course, we also follow, hindi naman ganun ka-strict, but it's a consistent routine in terms of taking care of our health. So, isa yan sa mga topic or contents na inilalagay namin because gusto namin, Mami Ann, katulad mo, humaba ang buhay namin so that we can continue on serving our family, loving our family, and more than that, doing our life purpose and aligning, of course, yung life purpose namin to really give talks about finances and even life in general. Tapos, syempre, since we are parents to 4 wonderful kids, we also talk about conscious parenting. Kung paano namin pinapalaki ngayon yung mga anak namin. Of course, using kung ano rin yung mga natutunan namin sa mga sarili namin mga parents, and at the same time using relevant tools and ideas, kumbaga parang relatable naman to the current times yung pagpapalaki natin sa mga anak natin. Importante kasi na even yung mga anak natin, nare-raise up din sila that they are aware of who they are, what they are capable of, and how they can actually handle yung mga challenges sa buhay. Kasi minsan kahit na mga bata pa yan, alam natin na meron yung mga pinagdadaanan. Pag umalis yan sa bahay natin, meron sila mga na-experience ng mga challenges dun sa school environment nila, sa mga friends nila. And definitely, it would really help kung conscious din and intentional din yung pagpapalaki natin as parents sa kanila.
Right. So, we have a podcast. It's called Sunday's Best with Val and Kathy. So, you can find us at Spotify, no? Sa Spotify po kami. And we have TikTok, The Valuenaires naman. Meron din kami mga contents on money, parenting, and relationships po. So, those are the social media, namin, mga handles namin that we are currently handling. At the same time, of course, sa Facebook, The Valuenaires din. Yun po, Mami Ann.
Yan, thank you, Doc. Kailan kaya ako mag-guest dito, no?
For sure!
Yan,
kami
no?
naman na mag-interview, Mami Ann.
Panoorin natin. Ganti-ganti lang, no?
Yes!
With that, no, napaka-dami nating natutunan. Let's look at the questions here. Unahin ko itong nasa Zoom. Ang dami naman na, ang dami namang mga comments dito. Eto kay Otasa, sabi niya, I need advice like sa akin bilang single mom at may college na anak. Tama bang mag-decide na ako na soon na mag-for good sa Pinas at mag-business na lang?
Ang hirap magbigay ng opinion. Of course, for sure, the reason why you want to work abroad is to provide for the family. However, yun nga, ang nangyayari is at the expense then of your time with family. Start ng marriage namin ni Val, no? Val also went abroad ilang months, going back and forth. And there was a time in our life that we actually thought na, mag-migrate na kaya tayo sa US. However, when we went there, parang 6 months kami, parang hindi ko talaga makita yung life ko to be there. Parang hindi ko kaya na, to be there living in the US at that time. So, kami talaga, nag-decide kami ni Val to come home. And there was a time talaga na sabi ni Val, balik na lang kaya ako sa US kasi mas malaki yung sweldo, mas malaki yung kita. Pero with Val kasi, and as we agreed together, sabi namin na kikita nga tayo, tapos hiwalay naman tayo, 'di ba? So, might as well be here in the Philippines, find a way to grow our skills, and at least, kung nagbi-build tayo ng finances natin, at least tayo magkasama. And that actually started yung pursuit namin, Mami N, to grow ourselves, like really grow ourselves in terms of personal development, pati yung business skills, anything, so that hindi kami dependent sa lugar, sa economy, but our economy is really us being able to create the kind of financial life na meron kami na magkasama kami as a family. Para mahirap talaga financially na provide natin sa family, pero yung time kasi hindi natin mababalik yung time. So kung ilang beses na bumalik si Val, tas hindi din niya kaya na separate kami 6 months ganyan, we really decided hindi talaga para sa atin tong long distance relationship.
And siguro for the financial point of view naman, kung halimbawa talagang nag-final choice ka na or decision to come back to the Philippines, ang ito suggestion lang naman, based also on my experiences as a consultant for financial planning. It's important na while you are having an active income dun sa trabaho mo abroad, start building up yung emergency fund mo or yung tinatawag natin na peace of mind fund, so that you can better prepare dun sa magiging adjustment mo pagdating mo dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi it's very important. Say for example, magsisimula ka ng sarili mong negosyo. I'm sure si Mami N, lagi din niya itong sinasuggest, na the moment na magsimula ka ng negosyo, dapat meron kang mahabang PC din, kahit papaano. To make way or to make allowances for the adjustments like challenges in the business, yung mga downturns, ganyan. Of course, very optimistic tayo na pwedeng maging upturn yan, lalong-lalo na kapag masyado kang confident and competent doon sa negosyo na papasukin mo. However, it's very important to have a safety net. And yung safety net na yun is yung isa-set aside mo now na emergency fund or yung tinatawag natin na peace of mind fund. Siguro kahit mga mga 6 months to 1 year worth of whatever it is that you're going to spend pag bumalik ka dito at saka pag-ooperate ng business mo. Kumpitin mo na yan. Magkano ba yung gusto kong maging capital para sa negosyo ko, pag-operate niyan on a monthly basis, and magkano yung kakailanganin ko para mabuhay ako at saka yung mga anak ko sa Pilipinas, and then i-multiply mo na yan ng 6 months o kaya ng 1 year. Yun yung magiging parang pot money mo na would determine kung okay, kampante na ako, pwede na akong bumalik ng Pilipinas.
Right.
So yun lang po, Mami El, ang sagot ko dun sa question.
And I totally agree with you, no? Maraming mga OFW na gustong umuwi sa Pinas dahil nga nalulungkot, tapos mag-for good at mag-business na lang. Ang aking opinion dito ay kapag hindi pa kayo nakakapagnegosyo at iipon kayo ng pera, tapos pag uuwi kayo, itataya ninyo, no? The word is itataya sa isang negosyo. Nako, delikado yon. Kasi wala pa kayong experience. So, Lisa Otasa, mahabang usapan ito. So, I wish na pwede mo akong message. Patuloy natin kasi hindi lahat ng negosyo, lalo na yung mga sinasabi nila na patok-patok, ang dami nag-i-invite online. Ako, be very careful. Yung iba, ang laki-laki pang binibigay na interest. Imposible yon. Imposible yung mga interest na sinasabi nila para maakit lang kayo tapos mawawala lahat, no? So, please message me, wag mahiya at pwede tayong mag-chat tungkol dyan. Okay, sana nakatulong ito, Lista. And ito, si Dorelyn naman. I'm an introvert, Mami N. How to go out and be productive, stay at home, mom. I think you have an experience with this, Cathy, no? So, papaano tayo, although hindi ka introvert, I'm sure. Pero how to be productive kasi napilitan kang mag-stay at home.
How to be productive. Check po your strengths, your skills. Ano yung pwede mong i-inventory mo yung mga skills na pwede mong gawin para kahit nasa bahay ka, you can be productive. At that time, when I stayed at home, I was a copy editor of books. And hindi siya ganun kadali, pero I really, made sure that I studied it. So parang yung mga virtual assistants right now, 'di ba? May mga trainings naman and may mga, mga trainings that you can invest yourself on so that ma-upgrade yung skills mo. mo, for sure, you can explore certain mga opportunities na somehow, kahit natutulog si baby, or somehow, pagkatapos ng household chores mo, pwede kang mag-work sa bahay. Internet lang naman yung katapat ngayon, no, these days. And yeah, that's something that you can do to upgrade your skills. In terms of yung personal growth mo, you can definitely attend mga seminars online as well. This will help you also change your mindset around things. And hopefully, I'm not saying that it's bad to be an introvert, pero minsan kasi sinasabi lang natin na introvert tayo, but we're not really giving ourselves an opportunity to meet other people. Actually, Mami Ann, feeling ko talaga introvert ako. Pero
Natawa.
na-develop ko na lang yung people skills, talking to people. Dati nahihiya din talaga ako to, halubilo or approach people. It took me a while, but when we get into sales, syempre kakapal mooks talaga, 'di ba? Kakapal yung mukha mo. And then eventually I realized, if I want to grow myself, I have to get out there and really meet new people. That's why hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na kasi introvert ako, ganito na talaga ako. I can grow myself to, shift. Sometimes nga meron kami makakilala, sabi nila na introvert sila, pero pag nag-speak in front, grabe, extrovert. Diba? Tapos pagkatapos nung speaking engagement nila, na sila sa room, tahimik, kasi introvert daw sila. So, pwede mo pala i-switch on and off yon. So, again, it's a skill that you can also learn. Yun po, Mami Ann.
I totally agree with you. Hindi kayo maniwala kayo't hindi. Ako'y introvert.
Marami na tayo.
Natawa sila bigla, no? Pero what I know now is what I've learned, no? Kasi kapag nakafocus ka sa sarili mo, introvert ka. Pero kapag nakafocus ka para makatulong ng tao, doon nawawala yung hiya. Kaya ako, madaldal na ako ngayon dahil hindi na ako nakafocus sa sarili ko. Wala akong pakialam kung pangit ako, matanda ako, or anything. Ate, nahihiya ako kasi yung skin ko hindi maganda, etc. Mali yung English ko. Ngayon, wala na akong pakialam because my focus now is to help people. Yan. So, ganun lang yan. Yung mga introvert na yan, pwede yang baguhin. Okay? So, especially, kung ang focus natin, sabi mo nga, stay-at-home mom ka, if you are focusing on your children, nako, mawawala yung hiya ninyo kasi para sa mga anak ninyo yan at hindi para sa sarili ninyo.
Right.
Yan. Okay. So, the next question is, sabi ni Hubert, paano po kung gusto nyo naman mag-asawa, magnegosyo, pero di kayo nag-a-agree sa sisimulan nyo na negosyo and financially challenged kayo, kaya isa lang ang negosyo nyong dapat simulan?
Oy, magandang question yan. And I think Mami Ann actually has an answer for that. Kung gusto niyo ng mas madetalyeng coaching dyan, si Mami Ann talaga yung po pwede niyo i-approach. Pero based on our experience, syempre, you recognize naman, di ba, na medyo limited yung resources pagdating dun sa pagsisimula ninyo ng negosyo. Again, papasok ulit dito yung communication. Kaya importante that you are communicating with each other. Ano ba yung sa tingin ninyo na mas pwede ninyong i-prioritize na business? Ako tingin ko lang based on, of course, yung kung ano na yung mga current na skills na meron kayo in terms of how to handle this business na papasukan ninyo. Because definitely, kung magkaiba yung interest ninyo sa business, again, hanap kayo ng common ground na both of your skills can actually be used for that particular business. Isang negosyo lang muna. In fact, kaninang umaga meron kaming kausap na negosyante, no? They are into franchising na business, and when they started, isa lang din muna yung negosyo na sinimulan nila or isang klase ng business model lang muna yung sinimulan nila. Eventually, nung nakita na nila na nag-work yung mga skills nila, napalago na nila yung initial capital nila, then they started to venture dun sa strength naman ng isang partner. Hanggang sa nung nakita na nila that both business models are working, dun na sila ngayon nagkaroon ng mga parallel operations and expansion in other forms of businesses. So, para hindi lang masayang yung resources ninyo, might as well focus on what will give you more benefits based on your own strengths, your own competencies, your own skills, tapos the rest will just follow so that you can, again, capitalize on working together as a couple. Tama ba ako, Mami Ann, dun sa aking nasabi?
Yes, I totally agree with you, no? So, ito yung take ko, Val. Ito rin yung experience, 40 plus years of experience dahil magkasama kami ng husband ko sa isang negosyo. What I want you to remember is that opposites attract. Kaya kung ano ang strength mo, chances are weakness yan nung kapartner mo and vice versa. So I want you to remember this. Yan. Itong mga kamay ko. Kapag meron kang weakness, meron siyang weakness, pag pinagsama nyo yan, nako, hindi kayo mabubuwal. You will be very strong. And strong together, when you are strong together, business will be easier than ikaw mag-isa at siya mag-isa. Maniwala kayo, nangyari sa aming mag-asawa yan. Dahil nga hindi kami magkasundo nung una, nagkanya-kanya kami at pareho kaming weak. When we decided to nung pareho kaming weak, doon kami nagkautang-utang, nagkagulo-gulo yung buhay namin. But when we started working together, wala nang pride kahit na kaninong idea na. Basta magkasama, hindi na kayo kayang wal ng kahit na sino. No? So that is my advice. No? But specifically, when it comes to business, hindi ako pwedeng magsabi na this is a good business, that's a bad business. Depende kasi yan eh. Meron tayong kanya-kanyang business calling.
Yeah.
So connect with me and go to maminegosyo.com and you will and then usap tayo sa clarity call, 'di ba? Yan. Okay. Sabi ni Jenny, kuripot ako, yung asawa ko gastador. Talagang ganyan, opposites attract. Talagang dapat may isang taga-earn, may isang taga-gastos. So eto, the last question, I don't have time to answer this na. Wala na tayong time. Gracia, connect with us about yung kanyang small business daw na struggling now, no? So, okay. So, I guess this is all for now, no? We are running out of time. So, Val and Cathy, ang dami naming natutunan sa inyo. So, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and experience with us, no? And before we end, do you have any final words of wisdom for our viewers?
Definitely for us, it's really just living life to the fullest, making sure na you grow together as a couple. And as you grow together as a couple, living life to the fullest, embracing love in the family, for sure, yung mga anak nyo will also live, the way that you want them to be, having love at the center of your family. Val?
Yeah, and anchor everything lang to what truly matters. And para sa amin ni Cathy, if all else fails, go back to love lang. Go back to the very reason why you said yes to each other, to become partners in life together, in your journey through life. So that, kapag nasimulan nyo yan dun sa tamang foundation in love, and of course, nandiyan si God at the center, no? Our hope and wish for you is for you to live a visibly abundant life together.
Yeah.
Mami N?
Okay, and if they want to get in touch with you, Val and Cathy, how do they do that?
Yes, please follow us on Facebook, The Valunaires. Of course, we have our TikTok, The Valunaires as well, and Spotify, Sunday's Best with Val and Cathy. Thank you, Mami
So,
Ann.
yung ipapromote natin, no? So, don't forget that, no? Yung podcast on Spotify, Sunday's Best. Yan. TikTok din, The Valunaires. And YouTube, yung The Valunaires din. So, maraming salamat ulit, Val and Cathy. And it's been an honor to have you both here. So, sa ating mga viewers, alam kong very grateful tayo kay Val at saka kay Cathy. Ang dami kong nakikitang valuable insights na binigay nila, no? So, I'd like to thank mga viewers natin sa panonood. So, remember, I'd like to remind you to watch yung podcast. Pakinggan yung podcast sa Spotify nila ng Valunaires, yung TikTok, Valunaires din, YouTube, Valunaires din. And para sa ating mga viewers, remember also to sign up to our free newsletter and starter kit sa maminegosyo.com. And if you found this session valuable, join us again next Tuesday. Kasi next Tuesday, I would want you to meet my friend, no? Her name is Marian Clarissa Medina Dipuerkeng, and she will be talking about how to make your dreams come true one step at a time. Yan, nagde-dream na rin lang tayo. Di pakinggan natin siya kung ano yung kanyang step by step na how to make your dreams come true. You will listen to her. Napaka-touching na story yung kanyang sharing, sa kanyang struggle with her sa kanyang buhay. This session actually, next Tuesday, this is perfect for anyone who has big dreams pero nahihirapan na to turn them into reality. May nakikita akong mga wala na, naubos na yung kanilang puhunan and all of those. So, paano kaya, no? Ano kayang pag-asa doon, no? So, watch this lady, watch Clock on Tuesday, the same time at 3 o'clock. No? And register early sa Zoom, ha? Eto na. Asan na yung ating Zoom link, no? Register na tayo sa Zoom, nasa chat box na, so that you will be with us next Tuesday. So, thank you very much. Nakita niyo yung aking guest, no? Ang ganda-ganda ng guest natin sa Tuesday. Another beautiful lady. So, thank you very much, everyone. See you next Tuesday. And until then, keep shining and keep being business-minded, Pinoy. Yan. Bye! Thank
Bye,
you so much.
everyone.